If you remember from the end of last time, you were in a white room, pretty small, on a bench together. You had a little scene, and then out of the single door came caret YBDE1. That is the punctuation caret. And she, had just said yeah on the phone a lot of times. So that is where we are. So you see caret YBDE1. She is sort of like an average height person, kind of slender. She's wearing big round glasses, I think I mentioned last time, which are like not a thing you have seen before. Like people generally do not wear glasses, but she's got them. She's got a clipboard, like, which is also a thing that, like, you know what those are. No one uses them. It would be like someone faxing. Like, it's like that anachronistic. So she walks into the room after this phone call and says, yeah. All right. Hi, everyone. I'm your manager. So welcome to your new job. And you are being assigned as troubleshooters, and I have a very, very important assignment for you. I just want to be clear, my ass is on the line, and so are yours. All right, y'all ready? Okay. All right. You have a mission, and it's to do two things. And then the wall that you were looking at suddenly becomes a screen, and you see on the screen come up some graphics as Carrot speaks. She says, you are being assigned as troubleshooters to investigate and, most importantly, to recover two things. One, the nerve cluster, and then on the screen comes a like cartoony graphic of the nerve cluster, which a few of you have seen before. And second, and also most importantly, one particular server from the BDE stack with some extremely valuable data, which is, and she sort of gets out her clipboard and is just flipping through some like very, very, very scribbly hand-drawn notes that you see on it. And she says, she sighs very deeply, like, right. 73 Jpegs I desperately need. So the computer asked my boss to ask me to ask you to get 73 Jpegs I desperately need from a server from the stack for the computer. So I'm going to need you to bring that back, and I'm going to need you to bring the nerve cluster back. All right?
Anything for the computer.
Great. Now, I bet you're wondering why you're here. And I have very specific information as to why you're all here. Some of it's great, some of it's not. So, all right. Hey, Squick? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you're here for your intelligence on the damage to the server room. Yeah. If you remember that. Yeah, right. Yeah, so I was just looking through the surveillance records, and I'm a little suspicious as to why you were climbing on the thing. The camera didn't get it. Listen, the camera didn't get all of it. It just saw you climbing. So, hey, I hope you had a fun time.
Yeah.
The computer knows that you're going to have a lot of great information in this server room. So that is why you've been assigned here.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Great. Do not fuck this up. Welcome to being red. Do not fuck this up. Okay. Kory, I just want to pass along the computer told me that you had an exemplary performance installing the nerve cluster for... and she's flipping through her notes again, and she's like, "You're installing it for?" That's what they said it was for. Okay, for the algae processing. Yep, that's why you were installing it. Okay, great. And you are here. Is that how I pronounce that? Oh, yeah. Great, cool. Okay, got it in one. You are here. Also admirable, the computer told me, for reporting the knowledge of the nerve cluster. So if you know where that is, we're going to need that information. Pretty stat. And Edward, yes. Excellent performance, according to the computer. Under pressure on defusing that bomb, sort of.
Absolutely. Sort of.
That's going to be great. And you will definitely have knowledge on the terrorist we are looking for. So that's going to be very helpful. Alrighty. So I am being assigned as your mission leader. You might not know who I am. I am the local manager of the ABC, BDE, and NRV Nexus area, i.e. this room and a lot of rooms around it. And everything but this room got blowed up. So I think you know about that. Hey, you want to tell me what you know?
Which one of us?
So in the server room, there was a terrorist.
She's at her clipboard and she is furiously writing notes.
Working for the Illuminati. I tried to escape this terrorist by climbing the server stack, but then there was a big sound like someone stomping on the floor, but it was a Mack truck on the ceiling, and that shook the servers, and then everything went explodey.
Everything went explodey. Very good. Everything blowed up, as we know. Yep. Okay, great. Hey, any identifying information on this terrorist?
Wore some robes. That was weird.
Oh, that is weird. I've never seen a robe.
What's a robe?
It was like a big...
It's like a big jumpsuit?
Yeah.
A really big
like he
jumpsuit?
took off his jumpsuit and there
It's
was
like
just
a long
more...
shirt. A robe is like a long shirt.
Yeah.
What's a shirt?
It's like a jumpsuit without the legs.
Why would someone wear a jumpsuit without the legs? That's half the jumpsuit.
Maybe they ain't got no legs.
Wouldn't it be drafty?
Incredible.
I don't know. I don't wear
have legs,
shirts.
though.
It's a great question. But yeah, that's got very panicked for friend computer. So I left.
Too.
And yeah, that's what I can tell you. Person who runs the nexus of the ABCBDE NRV.
And she just sort of looks up from her clipboard at the rest of you, like pauses writing and is like,
I think Squick summed it up pretty well about everything. I mean, I expertly defused a bomb and killed a terrorist. So you know all of the pertinent information with regards to that.
well, actually, I don't, because the cameras did not get the terrorist. But clearly, you did. So I'm going to need to know a little more about this terrorist.
Okay, so I have this really good work friend, Coolbot69. We love each other. It's a really great relationship. The thing is, we don't get to work with each other that much, but I'm always really excited when we do. Anyways, so we were working together and we were having a great time. It was amazing. And then we saw what was clearly someone who I can only describe as evil, because they had no information in the computer, like zero, like none, like nothing. And so I used the Coolbot and the gun on top of Coolbot, and we said bye-bye.
There was a gun on top of a Coolbot?
It was a fan, but I used it like a gun.
You used a fan like a gun?
I know.
This is why I don't do field work.
Absolutely. It's only because great, wonderful computer inspired me. Like everything I do is inspired by great, wonderful, beautiful computer.
Mm-hmm. Yep, computer's great.
Shiny and wonderful. And
yep, love computer. Yep, computer's
so
great.
great and
Yep,
wonderful.
no problems.
And so special and so grateful to be
Yep,
here.
everyone
every day.
loves the computer.
Super happy that it exists all the time. Yeah,
Yep, me too.
We
Yep,
100%
definitely.
agree. And I definitely love the computer, not more than you, but like equally.
No,
maybe
probably
a little
not,
bit more.
Probably a little bit.
Maybe a little bit more. Yeah,
Seems
just
like it.
a little bit though. Not too
Yep,
much.
that's fine.
Though, because
okay.
it's
It's
reasonable.
not a contest.
It's nope, not a contest, even though I'd win, but it's 100% reasonable. You're my boss?
I'm your manager.
And that's like a boss?
Well, I'm your manager. And she just sort of stares at you for a second, and then touches her Cortec and thinks pretty hard for a second, and then onto your Cortec comes a very, very long manual, which is just like lists of positions. A lot of them are completely like pixelated out.
Mm-hmm.
But like boss is one like near the top left, like manager is like one near the middle, and there's like a lot of like walls of text as to the exact responsibilities and differences between bosses and managers.
And then we're like at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. So based on what you've sent me here, I'm assuming you are not my boss.
I'm your manager. Can we just move on?
Not a boss. Yes, absolutely. Super excited. Great. So happy to be here. Love a computer.
Yeah, not exactly right, but okay.
Still
You
not
gotta
my
read the
boss.
boss section. You should read the boss section.
Uh-huh. Not my boss.
Okay. So I do need I need a little bit of information about that nerve cluster, and I believe the last one of you to touch it was UAA. Is that right? Yep. You touched it. Yep.
Just the 1A is fine. That's why there's
yeah,
no ones to remind you.
Yeah.
So I was working in collecting algae when we had a malfunction, and so I was waiting outside in the hallway. I can't remember what the sound was like, but the whole hallway started shaking, and we were like, it was kind of weird because the maintenance bots were coming to take care of the algae room, but as it started shaking, you could hear them not able to process, which like to me seemed wrong. And then the floor started disappearing between, so I started running to where there was floor because I like not dying. I was running to take care of my life. How did I get into that thing? It all happened so fast. I'm still kind of in shock. I said
You have no idea where the nerve cluster is what you're telling me.
No, I just don't remember how I got there. Hold on. I remember where I last was with it. I just don't remember how it got to my hands.
You remember everything except for the thing that you need to remember.
No. Okay, I know where it is. I just don't know how I got it there.
Okay, where is it?
If you go, so walking right in front of the algae room, you go left and you go down the hallway. You take another left.
She's like drawing this.
I'm helping you the only way I know how. Turn, and then there's a little grate, and then you open it and you go in there. It's in there.
It's in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great.
You gotta
And so
crawl
she's
through.
like, she finishes drawing this like little map, and she like turns it around to you, and it is like a perfect, like it's like an artist quality drawing of like exactly what you described.
Staircase.
Is this right? Did I get this right?
Yeah.
All right, great. And yes, no, there is absolutely an Usher staircase.
That's where it is. I don't remember
All
how I
right.
got it. There was a lot happening. The floor was collapsing. We were all going to die, but I know it's there. It's the last place I remember. And I had it.
Excellent information. Kory, I know everything I need from you because you plugged that nerve cluster in. We got all the data. That's how I know that it was the nerve cluster you had. So
Oh, thank you. Great.
thank you.
Happy
Thank you.
to help.
Now, this mission gets you, and up on the screen comes 1,000 XP points each. She says 1,000 XP points for each of you if you complete it. And for the most valuable troubleshooter, you get one extra clone, and then a little like stick figure appears on the screen as well. This is a very, very high sensitivity mission. Very classified, so you can't tell anyone what you're getting. You can just tell them that you're a troubleshooter. Now for equipment, several ports in the ceiling open and drop into your laps red guns, which are basically like little laser pistols with a little power pack attached to them. These are red guns. They will work on anyone red and below. If for some reason the terrorist is above red, you'll need to report that. You'll need to fill out a couple forms, and then we can get you a gun of the correct security clearance. It'll take a little while. So don't get any terrorists of a security clearance above you. All right? Okay, great. And then another port opens in the ceiling, and a huge backpack falls onto the ground, thuds on the floor, as if there is like something very large in it. She says, "All right, whoever wants that, please just take it."
I want it.
Kory, you go to the backpack.
Yeah, I go to the backpack. I want to pick it up and see how heavy it is first.
It is rather heavy. One of the straps you see is as you pick it up, probably by the straps, like one just like comes right through your hand. It's completely broken.
Oh,
the other
no.
one is fine. It's pretty threadbare, but it's fine for now. The bag is very heavy. It's sort of like a shop vac. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's sort of the weight of that in there.
Oh, okay. Hey, why don't you take this bag? It's pretty matches your style.
You have so much more muscle than me, though. You got like 2 whole athletics points, my guy.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding? No. I don't hold a candle to you. Look at you. I know that you've got big old muscles that are there.
I will let you discuss amongst yourselves
stuff.
who gets the backpack. Inside is a debris clear 5080, and it is a very sensitive piece of equipment. Please bring it back in one piece. There's going to be a lot of debris. Everything blowed up, as you remember. So if you're going to need to clear some debris, you're going to need to use this.
I'll take it. It's fine.
All right, so you can add a debris clear 5080 to your inventory. I don't usually do this, but given the nature of this mission, everyone is going to get some XP points to spend right now. Yes. On the screen comes each of your names. Next to Squick's name, 200 XP points. Next to A's name, 300 XP points. Next to QWERTY's name, 325 XP points. And next to Edward's name, 325 XP points. Mm. You are going to be able to access these XP points immediately, and you can see in your HUDs, they are now added to your wallet, your XP point wallet, which was at 0 previously. And you are going to be given a short period to purchase anything you need for this mission. Oh, none of you have done this before. I apologize for what I'm about to have to do. It is protocol. This makes, according to the computer's very good algorithms, this makes shopping easier. And Carrot walks over to the wall, touching the screen. A few like little lights appear under her hands as she presses some buttons, and very, 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 very loud speed metal starts playing. It's like and it's like, it's not deafening, like it's not hurting your ears, but it is about as loud as music can be without hurting your ears. So this is for you to shop better. Have a great time. And on the screen comes a counter of 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Okay.
And we can. I'm happy to separate these shopping sessions into each of yours parallel.
Amazing.
I know what I want.
Yeah, what do you want?
I would like to purchase a multi-tool.
Great. So you're just sort of browsing through this. Yeah, and sorry, the store can come up on all of your HUDs sort of automatically. So you're sort of browsing through everything. You see all these, wonderful, beautifully advertised items. So yes, you tap on a multi-tool.
Mm-hmm. So that's 25. I would like some safety gauntlets, obviously, because you got to be safe when you're repairing things. I would also like a replacement mop because we got to clean some stuff up, and I think that might come in useful. So I would like a replacement mop and also a grapple gun.
Grapple gun. Andrea, remind me how much that one cost?
That's 75.
75. Okay.
Or 70, sorry. I think I'm under my 200 threshold.
I think you're fine. That should add up right. Replacement mop, let's call that. There would be 2 items. There would be replacement broom, quality 1, and that would be 5 XP points, and replacement broom quality 2, and that will be 15 XP points. And you'll see the little icons. Quality 1 has a broom with 1 single thread on it, as you were using before, and quality 2 has a actual broom with full brush.
I'm so in awe of an actual broom that is what I want to get.
Okay.
You get a quality 2 broom. And as you select all of these things, the port that was above you opens and just drops them all into your lap. Like the broom sort of clatters on your head. It's like a broom, so it doesn't hurt. It's just like, ugh.
I'm definitely looking at the ceiling, impressed. Cool. Who wants to go next?
I think that, okay, question. What exactly does a multi-tool do?
That would basically, like, if you have a multi-tool, yeah, it's sort of going to be like a Leatherman, but I think it would also have like basic like electronics in it, like if you need to like patch wires together, or like I don't think it's like a computer tool that would do like hacking or anything like that, but basically any like physical task you would need like a small tool like a wrench or a screwdriver or, you know, wire cutters or things like that. We can just like hack it as like the tool has that kind of stuff in it.
Okay. So I think I want, and also, does body armor slow you down?
No. Unless you get very, very heavy body armor. So I think in the shop that I sent, we've got, the body armor, the like basic one that's 220 points, that is not going to slow you down. If you were to get like quality like 4 or 5 or 6, like that would be like a power suit.
Gotcha.
But
Okay.
those are not available to your security clearance.
Okay. So I think I'm going to get some body armor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get a multi-tool. I think I'm going to get, do I want a saber or do I want grenades? Friends, should I get a saber or should I get grenades?
What is your athletics?
Yeah, I have 0 for throw, and my athletics is 3. Yeah, 3.
What's your melee?
Oh, -4.
Oh, okay. I think actually the saber might be better for athletics because you could do some crazy stuff and use your athletics to nail it with that saber.
That's true. Okay, so I think I'm going to get a saber.
Great. Okay, so the ceiling opens. I'm glad you went second. The ceiling opens, and all these things fall onto you, including a saber without a sheath. So you have to roll some sort of athletic body related roll to avoid this sword dropping on you.
Oh, damn it. Okay. I guess I'll do athletics and brains. No, wait.
Great.
No, never mind. Sorry. Athletics and brains.
Great. And I will give you 1 extra die to roll because you know that this is coming.
Okay. So that is 6 altogether. 2. 3 successes.
Okay, great. Yeah, no, you get out of the way and sort of, I will say you get out of the way, and not only with 3 successes do you get out of the way, you catch the multi-tool, you like do a little hop and the body armor just like comes right onto you. It's basically like, it's sort of plasticky looking armor. It has like little shoulder pads. It's sort of like not quite football armor, like lacrosse armor sort of, that like gets your like shoulder and front. And then it has like 2 little leg pads that go in front of your legs as well. So you get on in one, and then you grab the saber by the handle. The
Nice.
saber is let's call it. It's not like an old timey sword. It's sort of in the same shape. Like it's got a curved blade, but it's a very like thinking of the handle of like a vacuum cleaner. It's basically got like the handle of a vacuum cleaner, but then there's like a big blade coming off of it.
Okay.
So you've got your stuff.
Ooh.
So deeply important question. So under home improvements, we have here replacement clothes and high fashion clothes.
Yep.
Would a leather duster / overcoat be a replacement clothing item or a high fashion clothing item?
I would call that a high fashion clothing item.
Well then, okie dokie. I would like 1 bright red leather duster down to my feet. And do remember, I'm very tall, so it needs to be appropriate to my height. I do not want a leather duster that does that awkward thing where it just kind of ends in the middle of my forearm. This leather duster needs to fit me, and I need to look cool. I would also like to buy...
I'm actually going to just do let's just do a quick little, I think you'll have to ask that. And a reminder that like loud music. So I think would you just ask the computer?
Do I need to ask permission, or do I need to
could you just make sure that the size is right? Just ask for the right size.
Yeah.
Or like, does it come in my size? I think.
Mm-hmm. So, computer, I am quite interested. Hi there. Hi,
What?
computer. How you doing?
Are
How's
you talking?
it going? Yes, I am talking.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. The
I'm
music in here
talking.
is very loud.
It's wonderful. Great choice.
Great
Super
for shopping,
into
right?
It.
Doesn't it make you want to buy more?
So much. It makes me want to buy so much,
Okay,
especially.
taking that note for market research.
Great choices. Incredible choices. Really great.
Great. You got a question about an item? I'm seeing you looking at your store.
I do. I'm looking at my store, and I've heard tell of a leather duster. Really nice red leather, vinyl, squeaky, makes a nice sound when you walk. Now,
yeah, great.
It's an incredible piece of merchandise. Great design. I love how you, computer, are capable of making my life perfect, being incredible, and also designing a wonderful leather duster.
I think I designed this.
I'm in awe of you. Anyways, so quick.
I don't have that. It's not in the catalog. I don't remember.
Yeah, there's so much you've done that's still so incredible. Anyways, so I'm inordinately tall for this world. You've made a world of nice, stocky, compact, wonderful individuals, but I, like the tree growing towards the sun, have grown much taller than my counterparts. And I'm a little bit worried about this wonderful duster not really reaching my height or length anything.
It comes in small, medium, and extra large.
Oh, great. Extra large it is. Wonderful. Incredible. So happy. Thank you so much, computer. You're the best. I love you.
Great.
I love you.
So you selected extra large duster. Do you select anything else from the store?
Yes, I absolutely do. I would also like a laser rifle.
Mm-hmm.
And a spare power pack.
Great. Okay. So from the ceiling above you falls those three things. I will not make you roll because none of them can hurt you. The laser rifle you see is actually, it's basically a big, like, extra device that can screw onto your red gun.
Oh, nice.
To the front. So you basically converts it into a long red gun. And there's a power pack. There is a bright red leather duster. You put it on, and it is a size extra large. What I will say is the sleeves are definitely the right length. They are a little, you know how you would like when a sleeve is like a little too big, a little too big.
Mm-hmm.
They're a little too big. They're the right length. They're a little too big.
Oh, I'm just like in the corner doing karate moves. Just
and
like
your duster sleeves are flapping around.
Just flapping in the air.
Which no one can hear over the music, but you can hear it.
I'm like doing it to the music. Just, yeah. I just had a question about the mechanics of the laser rifle. Is there just like extra distance, or like how is it different than the traditional red gun?
The description in the store is laser rifle.
Okay, great, cool, thanks.
Yep. There is no more information. I think if you like look it up, if you like computer Google like the laser rifle, the description of it is it's a laser gun, but it's a rifle.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I think for your knowledge, do you watch Star Trek at all?
No, I have never watched.
Okay, they have phasers and they have phaser rifles, and practically the difference between them is very unclear. But they use phaser rifles when they're in like soldier combat, and they use phasers when they're not.
Cool.
I think they're maybe more powerful.
Great.
Well, we'll figure it out. We'll find it out.
We'll figure it out.
Okay. Shopping time, my favorite. I want all the things.
All right. Do you know what you want?
For the most part. multi-tool, 3-pack of grenades, grapple gun, spare power pack. That breaks me to 200. I want lots of things. I got a big old backpack.
Cool. And the port above you opens up. Everything falls. I'm actually going to have you also do a roll, an athletic, some sort of athletic body related roll.
Okay. Probably not throw.
I would take throw because catch is sort of like throw.
I picked a lot of dangerous things that are falling from the ceiling. So athletics for sure.
You really picked one dangerous thing that's falling, or I guess 3 dangerous things that's falling from the
3,
ceiling.
4, a gun and 3 grenades. Fuck. I just die and start over. Okay. Athletics and I guess throw myself. Using my athletics.
Yeah, this is great.
Let's see what happens. Fuck. 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, great. So falls one by one. Multi-tool, it just like falls onto your lap. Grapple gun just falls into your lap. And as you're grabbing those, you realize, oh, I did get grenades and they are being thrown at me. So you see one grenade come. It falls through the ceiling and you catch it with one hand. You see a second grenade come. It falls through the ceiling and you catch it with another hand. And then you realize, oh no, the third grenade is falling from the ceiling at me. And you miss it, but
the pin's still in.
Carrot sees it and is like, did you buy grenades? And she dives. Like as it like goes through like the like hole in your shirt, that like you like try to get it, but like it's like wrong and it like goes right through. And then like Carrot like dives below you, like sliding on the floor and grabs it just before it hits the ground. And it's like, you gotta tell us what you're doing the grenades.
I figured when I ordered it.
I am on my first clone and I'm trying not to lose any. She hands you the grenade.
Buckle up, I'm on my 4th.
She's like, I see why you're on your 4th. Squick and Edward and A, as you are just finishing up your shopping and as Carrot is catching this grenade.
I'm not done, no, I still have 100 XP to spend.
Oh, so did you want more things?
Yeah.
What do you want? I'll put it on your list.
Maybe I should get a safety gauntlet at this point. In hindsight, it's 2020. So the stuff under self-improvement, is that just like contextual?
That is like stuff under self-improvement is stuff like about you. So like the skills packages are like basically you can upgrade your skills. The specialist skills, I think I sort of want to avoid that in this game, actually. I probably should have taken that off the list. But basically, it's you actually get another skill that you can roll. Ooh. Which one did you say?
The calming alpha wave moderator.
Yeah, if you want to recover 1 moxie. So what I'll say about that is if you want to buy that, you'll want to buy that in the moment. Because that'll just that'll work immediately.
Better contextual. Okie dokie.
Because if you bought it right now, it would not work. It makes like a humming noise in your Cortec that calms you down slightly.
Fuck that. I want electro knuckles.
Squick is just in the corner making the most beautiful dust pile that he's ever been able to make.
Bless your heart. Bless
and what I will say is like this room
heart.
is not very dusty, but because you do have like the quality 2 broom, you get it. Like you've cleaned the room.
Incredible.
And Carrot sort of just like eyes you cleaning the room and is like, it's your old job. It's your old job. You're moving on up. You're moving on up. But while the rest of you, so she does that like right near the beginning because you went first. While the rest of you are finishing up, Carrot comes over to you, Kory, and just sort of pulls you aside as you have finished first, and sort of puts her arm around your shoulder and says, "Kory, talked to Neely.
Yes. Oh,
Neely told me bit of a nerd. You're kind of a nerd.
yeah.
It's good.
Maybe a little bit.
It's good. I'm a nerd. We're good. We're good. Hey,
Good. Fist bump.
so I'm putting you in charge unofficially because Yep. Putting you in charge unofficially. Peter hasn't put anyone in charge yet. I'm putting you in charge.
Okay.
These other three, I've been looking at the intelligence on them. I'm a little afraid there are going to be some troublemakers among them. So if you would just keep an eye out, let me know. However, please do not report them to the computer. Please report them to me first.
Of course.
And if you do report them to me first, I will throw in another 100 XP points for you.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Sure. Of course.
Thank you very much.
You're so welcome.
My ass is on the line. And if any troubleshooters under my command do anything real bad, my ass is on the line. So thank you.
Gotcha. I will save your ass.
I'm relying on you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great. And our shopping session comes to an end. The blaring music stops. Sort of, and it doesn't end. It just sort of just like stops in the middle of like someone pressed the pause button without like a fade out. And your shopping is done. Also, right now, Squick and A, you both get a message on your core tech. And what you see, Squick, the message you get is from Big Zo, your former manager. And the message says, we're partnering with Death Leopard. Our goal is to steal something, but the thing that we are stealing is far too sensitive to discuss over comms. I will tell you later. Your coworker A is in Death Leopard. You will be working together. Much trust. A, you get a message from Pleat, your very favorite friend who you love and have on screen had a really good relationship with. And it says, we're partnering with the Illuminati. Our goal is to steal the nerve cluster. You can work with them, but make sure to fuck them over last minute and take it just for us. Your coworker Squick is in the Illuminati, so make sure to fuck him over if he tries to fuck you over first. So you get those messages. And the music stops. Carrot says, all right, shopping session over. Time for achievements, and they all appear on the screen, which are 50 XP points, clear all debris in one room, 50 XP points, do a flip over a chasm, 50 XP points, dispose of your own corpse, 100 XP points, save a friend, 100 XP points, eliminate the terrorists trying to steal the nerve cluster, 200 XP points, retrieve a second server of less important Jpegs, 250 XP points, appear on popular holovid show Brave and Expendable, and 500 XP points. This achievement is above your security clearance. So you're all new at being troubleshooters. Achievements are granted for every mission. If you achieve these, you will get extra XP points. Only the first person to do them gets the XP points. If someone does them after that, you do not get them.
How do we know which server has the less important JPEGs on it?
I am given the list of achievements, which I give to you. I have no further information, unfortunately.
Cool.
Isn't being a manager great?
I remember when I was a manager.
You know.
It's a great time.
Cory knows. Then Carrot takes all of the notes that she took when you were giving her security information. She takes the 3 or 4 pieces of paper that she drew a map on and took some notes on, and she just presses them up to this wall. A little white light, a white sort of bar comes right behind them, like it's a copier basically, scanning them. You see all the notes that she took sort of come up on screen. So a lot of data is coming up on screen, sort of like Matrix-like, like programmer-like, a lot of processing is happening. And then on your HUDs, your heads of displays, come a map. And what you see is a very roundabout route. It goes out of this room, way, a couple rooms back to the left, then all the way forward to the area where we believe the nerve cluster is, and then another line with a little dot on it, and then another line to where the server room was with another dot on it. And Carrot says, based on the intelligence we have that you've given us, here is our map, here's our mission plan, follow the mission plan. I'm required to tell you to use this route, follow the route. there are very, very complicated algorithms, which I don't understand and which I don't think anyone does, that picked this route. So follow the route. I know it might seem counterintuitive. Follow the route. It might seem counterintuitive. It is counterintuitive. Follow the route. It is counterintuitive. Get to the 2 points, get the stuff, and bring it back here.
Okay.
Anything for computer.
Gotcha.
Great. Have a great time. And do y'all want to sort of file out or any?
Yeah. I'm ready to file out.
Let's do it.
Cool. You all sort of start leaving the room. Carrot and just like sort of sees you out of the door and is like, have fun, and slams the door. So you're all looking at this map. Do you want to quickly confer with each other to figure out what to do?
Yeah. So everybody.
So what's the sitch, yo?
So I feel like we should get going. I feel like we need to establish our marching orders, like who's going first, who's going second.
I mean, I've got this what's a majid thingamabob. So I should probably go in the back. If y'all gonna make a mess, I should probably be in the back.
But you also have a lot of guns, so it would be nice if you were in first.
Whatever you want, boo-boo.
I think that I should go first because
We're not here to fuck robots.
I don't even know what that means. I don't know. What? Gross. I don't know what that means. I just think I should go first. No big deal.
Why I got that big coat to hide that BDE?
I don't even know what that is. I've never seen anything or whatever. That's just rude to the computer. Computer doesn't like that.
Okay, so this map that we're seeing in our brains, is it one path or does the path branch?
The path does not branch on the map that you were given. You see on the map, like, if you were looking at the map, you could make a straighter path to where you're going.
Sure. I believe, as a recent infrared, I just think we should follow computer's instructions and I got a broom and there's some explodey stuff and I think we should just sweep it into the holes and then bada bing, bada boom, we'll be there.
You know what, Squick? Why don't you go first?
That sounds
That's
great.
a fantastic idea.
All right.
100% agree with that.
Squick can go first. I guess I can go. No, Edward, you have a gun.
I do have a gun. It's
You
a
might
big
want to go
gun.
second. I'll go third. And A can follow up the rear and clean up the debris. And if anybody comes from behind, then A can shoot them.
Mm-hmm.
I love that you're doing this like a Final Fantasy party. Rather than just like people who are walking. It's great. I genuinely love it.
We're committed.
So Squick being told that he should go first is just gonna, put on his safety gloves, put the broom over his shoulder, and he's just gonna start trucking.
I'd like to think my setup is like Ghostbusters.
Ooh, that's good. Edward is just like strolling, just going full length of their legs, and they, like, every once in a while they're like next to Squick and then realizing like, no, I need to be second. I'm like shuffling back.
This is great. So y'all have all agreed to take the actual path you were given.
100%. Computer
great.
decided this was the best way.
This is great. This is great. A is making some faces.
Edward is going to actively ignore that.
You're too tall. You can't see it anyhow.
Can't see it. Can't see it. So short. You're so short, and I'm very tall.
That's the whole point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a crazy cast of characters we have. Okay, taking long path. So this long path, it takes you out of the room, the briefing room, and it takes you down another corridor. I mean, all the corridors in Alpha Complex sort of fade together. Nothing is ruined here. This briefing room, as you see on the map, is sort of like at the corner of where these three sectors meet. Sectors are very weirdly shaped. They're not like big cubes or squares.
Gerrymandered.
They are very gerrymandered looking, yes. They can span multiple floors. Sometimes they break off in the middle of rooms. But so you see sort of these 3 squiggly sectors and some others that are bordering it. And this takes you basically through all of them. In like a roundabout path around like a perimeter, basically to where you have been before, to the concert hall, which is where the nerve cluster was, and to the server room, which is where the servers, the whatever remains of the servers will be. So the first place that you find is this hallway that you are following. The map down comes to an end. You're passing a couple doorways that you don't go into, and you find a door at the end of this hallway. It has a little security pad on it. Would any of you like to press the security pad?
To just like wake it up?
It would be like the opening mechanism of the door. It's like it's not a doorknob door. It's like a security door.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to offer my services in programming.
Great.
So
are you going to try to hack this door, or are you going to just try to open it?
Yeah, just like I've never been through this door, so how would I know how to get through it besides using my talents?
Oh, great. Okay, great. Yeah, no, let's do something. Let's do something.
Absolutely. I'm going to be using my program and chutzpah. Because, yeah, baby, I've got one success.
And go on success. Great. So you're not putting your hand on this pad.
No.
Great.
I'm just like, I'm just kind of like using, you know how in The Sims you could just do Rosebud? I'm kind of doing to like get a lot of money very quickly. I'm kind of doing like a player catch-all. Like I've heard this works. Yeah, I'm putting in a little cheat code.
You're putting a little cheat code to this pad.
I've heard this work. I heard this works.
So
I heard it in like a sermon recently.
You put in this little code to the pad, and it goes like boop, 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 like around the edge, like on like little buttons around the edge, and then the door itself sort of wakes up and sort of like slides in and out a little bit, not enough to get through. It's like, oh, hello, good morning. Hey, is it morning? I don't got a clock. I don't have a clock. Does anyone know what time it is?
Does my multi-tool have a clock?
Your HUD has a clock.
My HUD has a clock.
Yeah, everyone's HUD has a clock.
I go beep beep. It is exactly, what time is it?
I think we are at like 2 or 3 a.m.
It is 2 a.m.
Oh, thanks. I gotta wait. Are you trying to get through?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Computer wants us to go through.
Oh, computer wants you to go through. Oh, that's great. There's one little problem, and it's that I'm not allowed to open until 2:01. So I'm sorry that I can't. And then the clock becomes 2:01, and the door instantly like slams open. Oh, I'm open for you, please. Have a great time. The door's open.
That was
great. Thanks.
Okay.
Bye, door.
Bye. It's good to see you. Come back.
Nice to see you too. We'll do.
Back and visit. Okay.
For sure.
Okay. All right. So this
nice to meet you.
this room that is behind the doorbot, is absolutely filled with debris. What you can see is that the ceiling to this room, this is sort of the outer area where the explosion hit. The ceiling caved in, not completely, just enough for like a bunch of dust and like metal parts and other things to get on the floor. So it's not like floor to ceiling stacked with debris, but it's like the floor is pretty dirty. I would say the room is like probably about the size of the room that I'm in, if you can sort of see how big it is, like, you know, like 20 feet by 10 feet. And there's a door at the other end of it. But like basically there's, you know, debris piles that you could look through, and like weird parts and things if any of that is of interest, but you could also just go to the next door.
Can I sweep up all of the dust? I want to use engineering and mechanics to think about the quickest way to sweep all of it and also to properly operate my quality 2 broom.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. You may do that.
So my note is 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
God, Squick is really good at sweeping.
Okay, so I got 2 successes and then a 5 on the computer die, but I don't think that does anything.
That does not do anything, but you got 2 successes. Okay, so what? With 2 successes for a room of this size, you sort of like the math comes in front of your eyes, like the gifs, and you sort of like this like super sweeping like map comes up in your brain, and so you basically start sweeping up, and like you're doing a very good job. As everyone else presumably just continues to walk to the next door, it does take you somewhat longer. If anyone would like to role play, like the room being about half swept as the rest of you are at the other end of it.
Good job, Squick. Computer. I bet computer's very happy with the effort you put in to make the space look so beautiful.
Aren't we supposed to clear all the debris in every room?
You don't have to clear all the debris in every room. So
It was
so,
just like
you
if
know,
it's in the way of where we're going.
yeah.
Because just to remind, there is one achievement that is clean all the debris in one room. But as you learned from Carrot, you will only get achievements one time.
Yeah, but this is not a group achievement. So, maybe we should just continue on. And you're supposed to be in the front, Squick. So we need you.
And then he's gonna like take a couple steps away from his dust pile and then look back. And then he's just gonna sigh and like drag his broom through the rest of the room, just sadly.
I'm imagining like George Michael in Arrested Development. Just like,
Oh yes. And you're not going to do anything with your debris clearing tool.
I don't want to steal his thunder. You worked so hard on this room. I'll go
This
suck
sounds
up
great.
another one.
Squick, I will say one thing. As you sort of stop sweeping, you see a couple of vials on the pile that you were sweeping up.
Mm-mm. Can I investigate them?
Yeah, you can just pick them up if you want.
Well, what if they're explosive?
Then they would maybe explode, or maybe not explode unless they exploded. I don't know. They're just vials.
Oh, they're not full of anything. They're just vials.
There's liquid in them. Yeah. It's like they're basically like little vials of liquid, and like you could take a cork off the top and like pour it out or drink it or do something with it.
I want to use science and brains to swirl one and hold it up to the light.
Please do.
To identify it. So that's a note of 3 with the computer die. Nothing.
Great. Yeah, you look. The liquid swirls around. You have a vial of liquid in your hand.
And I'll say, "Oh man, I've never seen wet stuff before," and I'll just pocket it.
Great. Okay. Just one of them.
Just one.
Okay.
That's what she said.
Stick around, Edward. You'll see a lot more wet stuff.
Who's she?
Okay.
What? I don't like this. I don't know any of this stuff. Peter,
That's what 73 said.
good boy. I don't know anything. You all are making me deeply uncomfortable.
You're only on your second life. You'll learn.
Okay. As you are continuing to the next room, there's another hallway that you're going down. And now, remind me, you're bringing up the back right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great.
I'm the booty.
Hey, Romana, it's your time to shine.
I'm ready.
Okay. So in your ear, sort of like when the computer talks to you, you hear a voice.
Don't panic. I'm not a threat. I just want to do a quick trade.
And it is, in fact, Edward's voice. But it's not them talking. Like, they're way in front of you, and their mouth is not moving.
No. The fuck you want?
Don't panic. I'm not a threat. I just want to do a quick trade.
Bro, I don't have the files you're looking for.
But you do. You have exactly the files I'm looking for. You see on your HUD that nice little map explaining where you all are going?
You have
All I
one.
need is for you. No, I don't. I don't know. I don't know how. I just know that you have it. And I can give you something if you give it to me. Something very nice.
Wait, you're not who I think you are.
Don't panic. I'm not a threat. I just want to do a quick trade.
Yeah, no, fuck off. That's spam mail if I ever heard it.
Okay,
Yeet.
fine. Well,
Yeet
fine,
you
well,
thyself!
fuck you too. Just like, fuck off. Okay, great. Yeah, sure, whatever. I like have a trade. It's super easy. It's super great. And you would want it, but like, fuck me. I'm spam. Okay, bye.
You are spam.
So and you hear like a click as if someone has hung up a phone receiver. Okay. Just gonna take a quick note. All right, so you all are continuing to the next hallway. It's another sort of long hallway, many doors. So, Kory,
Yes.
you recognize where you are right now because you just saw a video of it while you were in the briefing room. This is the long bathroom. You'll remember you saw a video of the Brave and Expendable tube program that took place in a bathroom that looked exactly like this. It is a sort of partially well-known local feature where they put all the bathrooms in a big line in one big room in one long hallway so they could save on space. So this is like it's like a Stephen King hallway. It's very long and it's just like toilet stalls on the left side, floor on the right side, like hall area on the right side, and like some sinks every couple feet that are like a little too close to the toilet stalls and have to kind of like squeeze past them. And that is this room. Now, because of the explosions that happened, the room is also sort of, the floors are covered in debris. You'll have to, step around some things occasionally, and you can sort of start making your way. Do you do that?
Yeah. Wait, I think that, let me ask, can I ask either Squick or A to kind of clear out this debris? Because if something bad happens, then the debris will be in our way. So would either one of you like to clean up this debris? And you'll get the XP points.
I mean, this is like a long hallway.
Yeah,
How long is this hallway?
Are you asking me? The answer is it's too long to clean.
I mean, I can like push some of this debris into the stalls.
I'm just saying, one little click of this bad boy, that toilet's gonna be cleaner than your dinner plate.
I mean,
So if you want
why
to sleep,
not?
you do you.
No, I think this is too big of a job for one broom. Even, and he looks reverently at all of the bristles, a quality 2 broom like this. Sometimes you gotta know when to hang up your bristles.
Edward is just like so deeply like impressed and in awe of like the commitment that Squick has to his work. Just like Edward right now really wants to just like embrace Squick, like verge of tears, like very frustrated that A is going to get the XPs for this because A and QWERTY wanted to go into the next room and Squick was this close. Just like,
I don't want to go to the next room. I'm at the back. I don't give a fuck.
Edward's just
But I
going
don't
to
like
go
you.
to Squick and just like place their hands on Squick's shoulders from behind him and just like go near his ear and go, "You're magnificent."
Okay. And Squick's gonna just like take one step forward. Thank you
That
for
needs to be
that.
changed.
I genuinely believe Squick is magnificent.
Squick doesn't believe that this is a job that he could handle. So if A wants to, they are more than welcome to.
All right, can we all agree the room needs to be clean? And I have to do
Yes.
this? Okay.
Okay, so so you take out the debris clearer, the debris clear 5080. You basically unzip this big backpack, and like it's one of like when a bag is made for a device, and it's sort of like it's hard to get the device out of the bag. It's sort of like that. Like it gets like stuck near the bottom of like near like the wheels of it, and basically it's this big shop vac. And in this backpack is like a shop vac that you can like wheel around. Like it's pretty heavily used, but like you can basically drag it behind you. It has got a node like a normal shop vac, except for at the end is a big cone, and it's like probably I don't know, like twice the size of your head wide. It's like a very wide cone going into this like normal sized sort of like fist width tube that goes into the back. So you turn it on, and it makes a pretty loud vacuum noise. And what you experience is a little harder than a normal vacuum. If you're pointing at debris, basically all the debris in like a 3 or 4 foot range of this cone just like gets sucked into it, gets like stuck in the cone for a sec, and then gets pulled in like foop. So sort of, it's still very slow, faster than sweeping would be, and certainly faster than a real vacuum cleaner.
While this is going on, friends, seeing as it's going to take a hot second, why don't I go up near my broom man and we can tag team this? You can help sweep the debris in. I don't think I need to take the whole thing. This is a big ass room, and if we're waiting just for one of us to clear it, it's going to be an eternity. So why don't you sweep the debris closer to the cone? We'll clear a path, and then you guys can keep the eye out and actually tell us where to go. Sound good?
Yeah.
That's great.
Cool.
Great. One of the two of you, A and Squick, do some rolls for some skill that convincingly is sweeping things into a vacuum
Power
and vacuuming. And let's see how
Let's
well
look
you
at
do.
our stats. It might be better for you, my guy.
Engineer mechanics.
Yes, for sweeping, absolutely. I love that Squick's skill is sweeping.
Are you ready? Oh, okay. 4 successes, but also computer says hey.
Okay, noted. And mark a Moxie point off.
Oh, this is my first time losing Moxie.
Well, if you die, it'll come back. And what did you get, Kory?
I haven't rolled yet. I was so excited for
yeah.
him. Hold on. I was just... He's our little cinnamon roll. He must be protected at all costs.
I'm so glad you asked for a broom. I sort of knew you were going to.
It just seemed so silly. It seemed like a worthwhile... Why... Who would need a broom? I guess me.
Like, we have a party where people have like grenades and grapple guns.
I'm just going to go with the simplest one. We'll just go with programming and athletics because that fits a shot back. One success.
One success. Okay, great. So what I will say is the two of you come up with a pretty good system. Squick, you actually are like really like getting the debris, like, I mean, and it's with a broom, so like still way slower than this vacuum, but like into the path of the vacuum, the debris clear 50-80, that like, you're going at like a very, very slow walking pace. Like, fortunately, it's a pretty narrow hallway that this bathroom was built in. A very slow walking pace going down this very long hallway. So it's slow going. And what I will say is you get, unless anyone wants to do anything else or gets bored and says, let's stop this, I say you get about 100 feet into this hallway. And what you find is a chasm. There is basically the floor has fallen out. What it looks like happened is the ceiling actually fully collapsed in this area. Some like big piece of equipment probably fell through the ceiling, hit the floor, punched a pretty big hole in the floor. You cannot really see. It's pretty dark in this hole, so you can't see how deep it is. And I would say the hole is probably like 8 feet. Yeah, probably 8 feet of the whole floor has been removed, as well as like the stalls have sort of caved in a little bit. Like you could maybe climb across the stalls that are like caved in, but like they're dangling above nothing. These like stall walls, and no idea how stable they are. So you'd have to figure that out.
I have a favor for Kory. Since we are moving slow, you have all these engineer points. Any chance you could take a look at this and see if we can make it go a little faster?
Sure. I'll do engineer and brains.
Because I'm a shit engineer.
So that's 6.
I'm going to roll 1 die on a prayer. It'll start spewing shit out.
I got 1 success.
You got 1 success. Great.
Yeah.
I think you're going, you are using your manager powers to like point Squick in like the right direction and like point A in the right direction. And like, it's not really helpful. It's like they're going maybe like 1 foot a second faster. So like faster.
Ben, how's this grapple gun work?
I think imagine like Batman's grapple gun. Like it is a handheld device. A grappling hook comes out of it, attaches to whatever you've aimed it at, like wraps around whatever you've aimed it at, and then you can like reel it in to pull yourself. Or yeah.
Would it affect my dice roll at all?
It will affect your roll. You would be adding 1 probably to any roll that like would involve. What I will say is like if the thing you want to do is grappling, you're using the grapple gun to do that, and it's going to be a regular roll. If you are trying to do something with the grapple gun to help, you can probably add 1 to that.
Can I use a grapple gun to do a sweet flip over this chasm?
Yeah. Describe to me how you would achieve that.
So what I want to do, seeing this chasm and seeing the hole, and I need to get to the other side to get the other debris cleared. So I'm going to aim my grapple gun up at like a 45 toward the hole in the ceiling, grapple onto that on the other side of the 8 feet. And then I think grapple guns are one-time use, or are they forever time use?
You can use them repeatedly until they break.
Dope. I'm gonna fire it, and then I'm gonna use operate and brains, because at a crucial juncture during this journey across the chasm, I want to do a sweet backflip and then land.
Okay. All right.
So that would be a note of 6 plus the computer die.
Okay. All right.
If I'm getting a +1 for my grappling gun.
Yes, I will give you that, because what you're trying to do is do a flip. You're basically trying to jump 8 feet and flip over. You're using the grapple gun to do that. It happens to be over a chasm. And sorry, you're hooking it around what? You're hooking it around.
I'm assuming there's like some piece of the hole in the ceiling that I could hook onto.
Let's call it like a whatever piece of the like superstructure that it's hanging free, but like you could, yeah.
2 successes.
2 successes. All right. Okay. Here's what I'll say. You hook this grapple gun, this device you've never used before, around this freestanding like piece of metal sort of hanging. Probably it grapples it, and like it goes like as it wraps around it. And push the button to reel it in. It pulls you very hard.
Yes.
You are not expecting this. It pulls you so hard, and it pulls you towards this thing in the ceiling that's like probably roughly in the center of this chasm. Pulls you hard enough that you go under it, and sort of like a swing, you feel yourself swinging up, and then you have to shift your weight to like continue going. You haven't used a swing before. You don't know this. And it don't work. You start swinging the other way, and the computer from earlier says, "Hey, you're doing a great job with this debris." And hey, what? Hey, I'm out. And the computer is just out of your ear. So you lose that moxie point from earlier. And now you are sort of swinging back and forth over this chasm. The gun is like trying to reel you in, but it's like touching the piece of metal. You're sort of just like hanging over this chasm.
Dope. Well, I thought maybe this would work.
Okay, I 100% want to go on a rescue mission.
Okay.
I want to save Squick right now.
Rules. Love it. How are you going to do it?
Do you have Squick? Do you have something that you already want to do, or are you comfortable with me saving you?
Try it.
I love Edward trying to save Squick. This is great.
There's just the one trigger and then the button. I don't know if there's a slow release. So Yeah, whatever you got.
Okay, so you got to be creative when you've got weird stats. So what Edward is going to do is Edward's going to like back up a little bit and take a running jump into the air to try and catch Squick, and then use the laser rifle to shoot down and out to kind of use that as propulsion.
A diagonal shot to...
Yeah, exactly. A diagonal shot.
So that you can achieve the flip and get over the... Ideally.
And save Squick.
Okay, great.
And get on the other side.
Roll it.
Now, using the same maths, I've got 5. I'm going to use guns and chutzpah.
Mm-hmm.
Because
and
you've
screwed this laser rifle into your red gun.
Yes, I have.
Right. I'm going to give you another die for this. I will give you another die for this because this seems like something that a stronger laser rifle with more kickback that is still just a laser rifle, like it's just a laser gun.
Yeah.
Maybe this is one thing it's actually helpful with.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 8 dice.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
You simply do that. You run. You jump, you grab onto Squick, sort of like backpack style, with one arm behind you, shoot diagonally down. You hear actually this debris pile, like the bottom of it was closer than you thought. It was like maybe 20 feet down. And you just hear like, like as a bunch of metal just starts like falling in this like pile that was under you. You do the flip, the grapple gun unhooks, and the grapple gun sort of like slips off of this beam and like scrapes it, makes an awful noise. You feel your momentum sort of stop as you are still moving up, around, and forward. You both hit the edge of this chasm, and you've got your arms, you've got purchase. You can get up, and you are across.
Yes!
Yay!
Oh, magnificent Squick.
And I will say, Edward, you see in your HUD that you got that achievement. Do a flip over a chasm, 50 experience points. So you may add that to your total.
And also save a friend.
Oh.
Ooh.
You don't get that one.
You only get one.
Betrayal.
You don't get that one. I will say anyone who has knowledge of achievements will know that they are like confusing and the conditions for them are not always clear.
Love it.
The computer has reasons. You just need to remember that the computer has reasons.
The computer is mysterious in its infinite wisdom.
Well, and I think the computer might have meant something else.
God, Squick, you're so wise and wonderful. Just so happy I saved you.
Thank you so much.
Just gonna turn this debris clear up louder so I can hear this.
Squick is gonna start just sweeping into the chasm now that he's on the other side.
Sounds great. A and Kory, how would you like to get across?
I think maybe we should team up as well. I'm thinking, I don't know about you, if we want to kind of combine our roles. I'm thinking that maybe I want to like engineer the shot back to kind of blow so it creates like a jetpack effect and kind of like shoots us out. And so it would be engineer plus brains.
That sounds great. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we can both hang on and it'll shoot both of us out.
I love it. And A, if you want to do a roll to help that, to sort of work alongside that, I will allow that.
Sure. I was gonna try and see if I could make this little debris clear a little more powerful. I don't know. You can't really charge it with electro knuckles.
You might be able to do that if you roll well. That's the cool thing about.
So, Kory, let's pick your brain here first, because I've got some options. I also have a grappling gun, which we could use as a safety net in case debris doesn't work. Mm-hmm. So we could do that. Or we could use multi-tool and electro knuckles and try to make this debris clear more powerful. Now, I don't talk about this because, once you die, you're reborn. But let's talk about the past. I'm going to let you make this choice because we both know I've done some dirty. So this is going to be in your hands. I'm stepping back. What do you want?
I think...
I'm not dying again.
Let's see. It might be better for us to use the grappling hook to kind of as a safety measure. So that way we have, even if it fails, we'll be hanging over the chasm. And so we use the grappling hook and then we use the shot vac. I can reverse engineer the shot vac to blow. And so it'll just shoot us over. It'll give us extra momentum to shoot over the chasm.
Dealer's choice.
Loving this teamwork. Both of you roll for it. And I think what you can do is do a roll related to the grapple gun, since it's your grapple gun and you're doing that. And Kory, you can do a roll related to the reprogramming of the debris clear to be a force of expelling debris. So
I got 3 successes and a 5 on the computer die.
So here's what happens. You grapple around that same sort of piece of metal that was hanging in the middle. It does again sort of go as it has the weight of something pulling on it, but it stops. Similarly, the same as it goes a little farther than before. And I think you probably tie the gun itself around a handle of the shot vac. So they are sort of connected together. The two of you grab onto this. Kory, you find a dial under a panel on this shot vac that basically is suck blow. And so you turn it to blow. You also see in that there's an indicator next to it that says debris level. It is almost full of debris. So it's good that you noticed this now. You close the panel. You aim the cone down, and I presume you will aim it sort of into the chasm so that no debris gets on the floor. And you count to 3, 1, 2, 3. You press the grapple button, the return button, and Kory, you press the button to start the vacuum. And what happens is this: the vacuum expels very, very hard, much harder than you thought, a cloud of dust, of very, very weird particulate looking dust, sort of if you ever in a shop, a wood shop, where if you drop a piece of wood and you see all the sawdust in the air and it feels it's sort of like that, but a lot thicker and a little bit green. And that propels you both upwards, holding onto the handles of the shot vac. The grappling hook does pull you a little bit, but not as hard as the push. The vac does take you over the chasm. You both do sort of hit the ceiling. Fortunately, it's a drop ceiling, and it just sort of breaks. It does not do any damage to you. It's sort of an oof as this vac stops under you. This cloud of really bad dust is just continuing. You turn it off. The grapple hook is disengaged. And you both sort of then hang in the air for a second, fall to the floor. Oof. You're on your asses. And you are across.
Yay!
And this cloud of dust is sort of just around. Are you going to continue?
Yeah, I'd like to just reverse the debris clear. Yeah. Can I just turn the debris clear on to suck instead of blow this time?
Okay, and you start sucking the dust up?
Yeah.
Very good choice. So you suck the dust coming towards you back up. And you can continue along. Okay, let's say it takes about another half hour to finish cleaning this hallway. And you see the achievement in your HUD. Clear all debris in one room, 50 XP points. So you get that. And I will say the computer comes into all of your ears and says, "Did you guys clean the bathroom?"
Yes, we did that for you, computer.
You cleaned the biggest room of the whole path. Okay. All right. Hey, Great. Hey. Great. And the computer disappears.
It feels so great to be acknowledged by the computer for
It's
my
a
managerial
wonder.
skills.
Every single time. Every single time, I'm in awe.
Dungeons and Drama Nerds is produced by Todd Backus, Percy Hornak, and Nick Orvis. Editing and sound design by Anthony Sertel Dean. Saving 73 Jpegs I Desperately Need, our Paranoia campaign, is written and GM'd by Ben Ferber and features Todd Backus as Squick RBDE002, Kory Flores as AE R Violence 3, Mieko Gavia as QWERTY R ABC 3, and Romana Isabella as Edward R and RV02. Find us on Twitter and Instagram at DN Drama Nerds and on Facebook at Dungeons and Drama Nerds. For cast bios, head to our website, dungeonsanddramanerds.com. Tune in next week for a new commentary episode.